Alright, welcome to this video. We'll be looking at the difference between the map method in JavaScript versus the for each method in JavaScript. These methods are usually confused for each other, so I'll just clarify it in a very short code here. So first thing, we know that both of them are used to manipulate arrays. So let's create an array of easiest way to understand this is an array of numbers. So you can use an array of anything actually. So just do a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like that. And let's end it like so. And then let's create the method and look at the difference as we create it. So for the map method, it returns a new array, but the for each does not return a new array. So if you want to achieve the same result, you need to create maybe an empty array and start manipulating it. But let's just see how it goes. So we want to return this array, or maybe a new array as the case may be, but a manipulated array this time around. So we want to return an array whereby each of the item in the array has been doubled. So what we can do, we can just do this in one line, but let's all right, let's not just do it in one line. So let's do const result equal to, now the array dot map, like so. Now inside of the map, we are picking each item of the array. So we do item, and then we are now returning each item of this array. We are returning it multiplied by 2. So item multiply by 2. If you want to make sure that this is a number, you could just come here and convert this to a number. That's just a double check. But aside that, you don't really need that. Now, once we are done with this, we return results. All right. Now let's save this and let's run this code. Let's use a console log instead of that. Console.log. All right, so let's put this inside of here. We can get rid of this just for demonstration purpose. So we'll save that so that we can see the result in the console log. Now notice that we have returned the same array, but this time around each item in the array has been multiplied by 2. We could change this to 5, and the main thing is that we'll still get the result. So let's try it again, and this time around you see that each item in the array has been multiplied by 5. Now this is for the map method. How does this differ when we are using a for each? Now the syntax is basically the same, so I will just copy this and come down here, paste it. I will just comment this out so that you still have it as we compare it. We're changing this to a for each like so. Everything remains the same. Now we are looking at how this differs from the first one. Now the for each does not return a new array. It will return an undefined or something like that, or it's just an empty array, something like that. So let's save this, and this time around we're running it for the for each, just to make sure that we know that this is for each. So let me add for each here, for each, like so, and we save it and then we run it. So we are running it this time around, and now for each returns undefined. Let me zoom in case you can see it properly. Now look at the for each this time around, it returns undefined. This is because in the way it's designed, for each does not return a new array. So how do you achieve the same result as what you already have at the beginning, or using the dot map? So for you to do that, you need to move this result up here and then create an empty array like so, and then you loop through the array using the array dot for each this time around. Now inside of the for each, what you should now do is now say result dot push. So we are creating a new array here, dot push. What are we pushing? We are pushing in the item multiplied by 5. And so once we do this and save it, then we run it again. For each should now give us a result, which is the same thing as what we have at the beginning. So the basic difference is that dot map naturally returns an array, but for each does not return an array except to make it to return an array like that. So finally, let's just make this result map just so that we see each of them playing out as they should be. So let me make the first one result map, and let's make this map like so, and then just make sure that we have a difference here. Let's convert this to 2 and we'll save it. So we'll run it again so that we see both of them in action. So notice that we now have each of them returning their different results according to what we've specified, and that's the difference between for each and a dot map, so that you don't mix them up or get confused when sometimes you use for each and it keeps returning undefined for you. So thank you very much for watching this video. I'll see you in the next one.